Hello friends and followers, welcome to my YouTube channel, Slumdog Pilot in Training. Today I want to share my first flying experience, that is commercially, which I did last month. I had never flown on a commercial flight before, and last month it happened. It was quite an experience. I learned a lot, and there is a lot as well which I am looking forward to doing, as it is my dream to be a commercial pilot. It was a wonderful experience. I hope you enjoy the video and get a full-time experience that I, Slumdog Pilot, had when I flew with one of the local airliners here in South Africa. After my PPL ground school class, I arrived at Cape Town International Airport, which is just a few meters away from my aviation training school. As stated in one of my previous videos, the airport environment excites me. It was more exciting this time because I was about to fly. First of all, I had to find my way to the airline platform I was flying with to get my boarding pass and to drop my luggage. I had already checked in online, so I did not have a lot to do. I was flying with South African Airways. I got my boarding pass and my in-flight magazine and headed towards the boarding gates. I had to read and follow the LED boards all over the area. I was 2 hours early, which gave me a chance to tour the airport much further than before. I explored other boarding gates and shops. After the 2-hour wait was over, my boarding pass was checked. Then I found myself in the jet bridge. I was second in line to board the aircraft, and I went to ask one of the flight attendants if I could meet the captain. I was allowed to, which I did briefly, and asked if I could meet her after we landed. I walked back to the aisle to my seat at the very back. It was not a full flight. I had plenty options of empty seats. When we were all seated, the captain welcomed us on board and proceeded to give safety instructions, which were displayed and demonstrated by the cabin crew.
Visit starlines.com. Please find a complimentary copy of our in-flight magazines, our bonus, in the seat pockets. For those of you who prefer a digital copy, you may download this at flysa.com or slumdog.com. Wearing of masks is no longer mandatory in South Africa. Masks have proven to be effective in combating the spread of COVID-19. However, passengers and crew have a choice as to whether to wear masks or not. Please be reminded that passengers need to
A few minutes later, pushback of the aircraft began. The aircraft taxied slowly to the runway. Mind you, this aircraft I was on was taxiing to the same runway I had my introductory flight on. We took off and landed on this runway. This time around, it was different. I was a passenger. Finally, the aircraft lined up on the runway. At this point, I could hear the powerful engines come to life, and the takeoff roar began. A few seconds later, we were in the air climbing. Cape Town city lights were amazingly beautiful. After climbing to cruising altitude, my favorite part of the flight arrived. Food. Good food. Airline food can be delicious. I asked for some more, and I emptied all my food trays a few minutes later. During the flight, there was a period where I could feel the plane cruising at top speed. There was no turbulence, it was all smooth and calm. The lights on the ground were very dim. I assume we were flying so high. An hour and 30 minutes of flying elapsed, and Joburg city lights welcomed us as we started our descent. The descent happened gradually. I could only tell by looking at the city lights getting brighter and brighter until we touched down at OR Tambo International Airport. After we touched down, and as we were taxiing to the gate, again, the captain welcomed us at OR Tambo International Airport. She thanked us for choosing to fly with South African Airways and progressed to give safety instructions before and after disembarking the aircraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to OR Tambo International Airport. Remain seated within the compartment until the aircraft is captain and landing stop, and your switched off the seatbelt lines within the aircraft. Carefully, when you open the overhead compartment and critical information during the landing. Ensure that you're in possession of all your personal belongings before you leave the aircraft. Don't smoke once you've demonstrated the knocking area.
After stopping, I went straight to the flight deck, thanked the two pilots for the wonderful flight, had a brief chat but meaningful, had a few photos, and I walked out to claim my baggage. Thank you for watching that video. Thank you for sparing your useful, important 15 minutes to have a look at what happened. That is how it was, and I had a second commercial flight when I was flying back from Joburg to Cape Town, which was not as enjoyable as my first one. I will share some very exciting, great news on this aviation journey of mine. I have had a very, very good twist and turning of events that is massively, positively contributing to this journey of aviation. So it's big news, big announcements in my next video.